professionals, aren't we? No. We both talk rather to the startup communities. We do it in the form of a podcast. Obviously, Startups Magazine do it much more professionally and eloquently in the form of a magazine. We've been running for
charming appeal.
rustic, rough around the edges. Yes. But we've been speaking to startups for the best part of 4 years, published around 217 episodes. We love coming to Unbound. We're a community partner. Came here last year. Actually met you for the first time here last year, and just think it's buzzy. There's loads of people here, lots of interesting conversation, lots of good idea sharing. It's good.
And have you found any startups that you think are of interest today?
It was a company called PageSpeed FinTech, but FinTech with a difference because it's for kids from the age of about 6 upwards to get them to understand the value of money, which is a really interesting one because with the digital wallet, well, how are you going to have a concept of what money is? It's not like you can necessarily hold money in a cashless society. That's the way we go. So trying to make sure that kids from a young age understand the value of money, understand that they should only spend what they've earned. So parents have got this app that they can assign tasks to their kids, like clean your room and reward it with monetary value. And then on the kids version of the app, they physically see this money tree growing. So I thought that was innovative. I thought it was educational and quite a positive step.
Yeah, and I think what's interesting about that company as well is that they launched via ICO, which is an initial coin offering. So they've got a cryptocurrency as well, which they've launched on PageSpeed. I can't remember the name of it.
I think it's Wallow.
Wallow, that's it. Yeah.
Which will go with the big thing.
Yeah, which I think is really interesting. That they've gone through a different way of funding for a lot of startups, which has, ICO had a boom like in 2017. So yeah, I think it's really interesting to see a success story come out of that, because a lot of the startups that did raise via ICOs haven't ended up actually developing the product.
I also think it's great to see a practical use of blockchain. There's been a lot of talk about what's the perfect use of blockchain. Should we be using blockchain? Shouldn't we? Well, of course we shouldn't use emerging technologies where it's not needed, but at the same point, if it's a good tool and you can get whatever it is, the value that you're trying to get for your business from it, why not use it? So it's great to see someone using it in a tech-driven, responsible tech angle and positive.
Exactly. Speaking of sustainable tech, have there been any that have caught your eye that's working on those angles?
There's a company over on the other side of the hall called AgriLedger, who again are using blockchain to make sure that Haitian farmers are getting fair money for mangoes that they grow, which is quite specific, but they're using blockchain to ensure that those farmers do get a fair deal.
Amazing. I think it's interesting, leading into that sustainability conversation, our actual next issue, the issue number 8, I believe.
It's almost like you planned this.
How did that happen? It's actually focusing on sustainability, both environmental, economic and social. So that's definitely one to subscribe for.
It's great just to see so many different ideas, and obviously there's been some fantastic talks on the stage. There's a company called Polystream who are basically trying to render 3D graphics from the cloud, which is really interesting because its application is in gaming, but it's actually a B2B tool that could be used in office environments. I think that's what you're beginning to see. You're beginning to see costs coming down to such an extent in tech that stuff that was only applicable maybe to high-end consumer tech is now entering the B2B world because it is cost-effective. So there's great examples of stuff like that that's encouraging to see, and encouraging to see how that emerging tech is being applied in different areas.
Exactly. One of the Unbound 50 actually is talking about sort of building a product and then not realising what its potential market application could be.
Yeah.
You might remind me on the name of this one. It is a cycling insurance company.
I don't know who that
We'll
is.
pop the name in here. So, coming in really handy now. So this company essentially is a community-based insurance. So it's cooperative insurance. So you might pay, say, £14 a month for your bike insurance at the moment. But what they offer is, rather than paying any upfront premiums, you only pay at the end after the community has dealt with all the claims, summed it up, added on the service fee, and divided it by its members. So you might only pay £3 to £4 a month, and it's set with a personal cap as well. So this company essentially is a community-based insurance. So it's cooperative insurance. So you might pay, say, £14 a month for your bike insurance at the moment. But what they offer is, rather than paying any upfront premiums, you only pay at the end after the community has dealt with all the claims, summed it up, added on the service fee, and divided it by its members. So you might only pay £3 to £4 that month, and it's set with a personal cap as well. So, for example, if that community only had 3 claims, that total is then divided between the members, whereas you might just pay.
Are they having to work with a legacy insurer to underwrite it and to make it work, or is it totally separate?
That's something that they said to me in the interview, is that they're working on how they deal with all these regulatory systems. They want to keep as much of it in-house to keep as much control as possible. But it's definitely an interesting application.
Yeah, absolutely. I just think it highlights that point again, though, that where you've got all these successful startups, one of the key components to their success is whether or not they can partner successfully with corporates, and getting corporates to understand what the dynamics of these businesses are, because to a lot of them, startups are quite alien. So actually a conference like this, where you've got the likes of a Vodafone, with the Vodafone Foundation working with startups to ensure that they meet their aims, that's a really positive thing, so they understand each other.
I think startup mindset has just become this real big buzzword, but I think it's actually being used by corporates now to actually, rather than just trying to adopt a startup mentality that might be quite forced approach for them to take, is actually get startups in conversation, bring them into the building, in-house, and actually work with them.
I suppose the only thing that I would query and hope that it's happening is where you've got something like the Vodafone Foundation, it operates quite separately from Vodafone as a whole. So whilst the Vodafone Foundation might have some great learnings, they go to places that the Vodafone commercial team would never think to go to. So you hope that the foundation also turns internally and helps educate the wider organisation about some of those challenges that the smaller businesses face.
I mean, that just had an interview earlier today with Gypsy from Hangar 51, which I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's a program that works on travel tech. So everything from aviation tech to tech that's for just travellers, or they own British Airways is under the group that runs the Hangar 51 program. And they were talking about how they get startups in and they work with them to develop tech in a real hands-on way. So that's another example of a corporate working on that kind of startup innovation as a good example.
Yeah.
So we kind of waffled on a bit, we kind of got ourselves carried away. But watch more now. We're going to lead into some startup interviews where we ask them just 3 questions for a little snappy interview. So subscribe to Startups Magazine, a digital copy for free, and also go ahead and check out the TechTalks podcast. And thank you for watching.